You may be wondering where we are right now. Let's tell you. For the next 14 nights,
we'll be living in this room, walking down these halls,
going up and down these lifts.
Deck 12.
Because we are on a transatlantic cruise!
We left Copenhagen.
We're heading to Boston. Not only are we stopping in Greenland, Iceland and Norway, but we've got a whole 7 days at sea. After eating our way around Copenhagen and staying in the world's smallest hotel and cafe, we made our way from the city centre out to the seaport to take on our next big adventure. We are now about to embark on a 2-week transatlantic cruise. We board our Royal Caribbean ship at the port of Copenhagen and get ready to settle in, because we'll be living in this ship for 14 whole nights as we cross the Atlantic Ocean, eventually leaving us in Boston. Well, 2 weeks on a ship, I have officially made myself at home. Workout tops, we've got workout pants, we've got undies, socks and swimwear and bras, etc. in this cupboard up here. Why? We have running kit here, sunglasses, hat, fanny pack, etc. We have scrunchie section, we have a jewelry section and various other hats such as beanie and sun hat there. Through here we have the wardrobe I've unpacked, tops, bottoms, cozy clothes, shoes. On this side, hung up all of my nice things to keep them wrinkle free.
Now you might be wondering, where are all Ludvig's clothes? It's a good question. My bag hasn't showed up yet. It might still be in Denmark.
We are still in Denmark for another
20 minutes?
20 or so minutes.
So hopefully we're not going to leave my bag. I'm going to have a word with the captain.
While we're here, I'll just show you. The bathroom is also unpacked. I've unpacked my things and placed them in various shelves throughout the bathroom.
I wouldn't have deodorant either if the bag doesn't show up, and that's not going to be fun for you, is it?
No, we can probably buy deodorant on the ship. Is anyone else like this on a cruise? Do you unpack every single thing to make it feel as homely as possible? Let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to have a chat to you. Ludvig's not like that. No. Just me. After our adventure-filled day settling into the reality that we were really on a cruise ship again, it was time for our very first dinner in the main dining room. Ludvig's gone, guys. He's run into the buffet. Bye! Okay, gotta catch up. It's like 9 p.m. at night. There's nobody out here. Everyone's in the restaurants or at the bars getting drunk, and me and Ludvig are doing a little post-dinner run around the jogging track. Ah, what a life. What a life. I found him. Also, show them your outfit. This is how we unintentionally dressed today.
It's Monday.
That's Norway! We started our day bright and early at 6 a.m, witnessing one of the most insane sunrises we've ever seen. Probably best bathroom view ever. This was before heading to the gym to get a workout in. We were surprised we weren't the only ones here at this time. Toward the end of our workout, we began to approach Norway, so we promptly headed to the buffet to refuel along with some pretty darn good views.
First stop, Norway.
Our first port is Kristiansand, Norway. The country's southernmost city is home to around 64,000 people. Full of charm and character, with an old town and lots of quirky shops, Kristiansand is also the place to be if you're looking for a beach day. The city is set on the seaside with popular white sand beaches and palm trees. This place gets more hours of sunlight than a lot of places in Norway. The lively Fiskebreget harbour is a favourite among the locals, especially on a sunny day. Fiskebreget? Was that really good Norwegian?
Close enough.
Life in Kristiansand is said to be relaxed, slow-paced and friendly.
They gave us a map to see Kristiansand by foot, which is very handy.
Today we don't really have any plans whatsoever. We're just gonna walk around, roam the streets. We have to buy underwear for Ludvig, so that's gonna be an exciting excursion of the day. Ludvig also forgot to bring any formal wear whatsoever, so we're probably gonna find a secondhand shop.
Formal wear?
Yeah, your idea of formal wear is not formal. This
Like-
is Ludvig's idea of a formal wear.
Pants that are not broken. These pants.
So he reckons these shorts are fine because they don't have any holes in them.
They're brand new. And they're plain black.
We're gonna try and find a secondhand shop that gets Ludi some kind of a nice white collared shirt, a tie.
I don't need it.
A tie.
A tie with
And
my shorts.
I need
yeah.
some kind of high heels. Don't know if I want to wear secondhand high heels, but we'll see. We have already been to Norway before. We did a whole bunch of hiking a little bit further up from where we are now. You know, the classic Kidrag Bolton, that little rock in between two rocks.
No one actually knows about that one.
Really?
No.
We made it here to Kidrag Bolton. Probably one of the toughest hikes we've done so far. And here it is. Literally a rock wedged between two cliffs.
How many meters up?
984 meters to be exact. The Trolltunga, that big huge rock that sticks out that looks like a tongue that we went out and stood on, it was 1,000 meters above sea level. Freaky.
Here's a kid riding a bear.
Oh, one thing I do remember from when we went to Oslo, Norwegians love their strange statues, don't they? Like this one here. There are the funny hot dogs again. Fanciest McDonald's ever. Ah, the Norwegian toilet. Don't do what I did when you come to Norway and enter the Høyre toilets, because that is indeed the males. Dama is the females, just so you know. I've done that a few too many times.
Should have done it.
They're everywhere. Oh, scary. Well, we couldn't really locate a secondhand store, so we've just run into H&M to find some quick formal outfits for our formal night on the cruise. I think we might have found something nice for Ludi. Damn.
And the shirt is a bit too big.
It looks good though. You look so handsome.
That would be a good formal night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You look...
Cool.
I can't wait till we get married. You're gonna look so hot. I never wear heels. It hurts a bit. Alright, so we spent around 2 hours walking around Kristiansand, and I think it's time to go back to the ship. We're gonna go and eat some food in the main dining room. I'm excited. Let's go.
Seen it. Let's go home.
Okay, so we're a little new at cruising. Since today, we're at a port and off ship. The main dining room isn't open for lunch, so we're gonna hit the buffet instead. It's really good. They make you wash your hands before you come in. Ludvig will demonstrate. The last couple of years we've had a really cool couple of cruises cancelled, of course because of the pandemic, so we're super excited to finally be on a cruise ship again.
Yes.
It's been a long time coming. We kind of didn't get our expectations up because we knew that anything could really happen, and of course for this cruise in particular we did have to still get a negative COVID test to board the ship.
Yes.
So I was kind of a little bit uptight about that because I just thought we're keeping you up here. I was a little bit nervous about that. We've been doing a lot of traveling. I've been to London on the tube, packed into a train with a bunch of people like this on the tube.
That wasn't that bad, it was more than this.
In the tube, sometimes people have their arms up on the bar and your head is literally in someone's armpit and it's pretty gross.
The train to Copenhagen was more like this, wasn't it? People standing like this.
Yes. The train to get from Sweden to Copenhagen was literally jam-packed. It's because they only had one half of the train operating that day. Okay, we get the point. So long story short, we're obviously here, so we got negative COVID test. Negative! We can officially finally get excited for our cruise. The rules are changing all the time, but from what I read, if our cruise was over a week long, we did have to have proof of a negative COVID test. Any less than a week, and I don't think you do, but don't quote me on that. I'm not quite sure what the rules are, and they're forever changing, and every cruise line is probably completely different from the next. We had to get an ESTA, obviously, because we're going to be landing in Boston. Before coming, we had to organize a check-in time to just have a few health questions, check that we have the right visas. So we booked that in for 1 to 1:30. That was the earliest time we possibly could. We wanted to jump on the ship as soon as possible. So we got here about 1 p.m. The check-in process was absolutely seamless. They just did a quick check of our documents. Everything was correct and in order. Got checked in, got our room number, all that stuff. Well, that whole check-in process was super duper easy. I think that took like 15 minutes.
And we're also the youngest people on the whole boat.
Just looking around, doesn't seem to be anyone else our age. Here we go! Mind your head, Ludvig. So this boat in particular is called Voyager of the Seas. It's Royal Caribbean, and we have never been on this cruise line before. We did Norwegian cruises last time, and the time before that I did the Carnival cruises. So yeah, we have no expectations. We don't really know what it's all about, so we're gonna see, I guess, over the next 2 weeks. The ship looks quite big, although I don't think it's quite as big as the last cruise we went on.
No, I think the last one was bigger.
I looked at the capacity of people that were able to be on this ship in particular, and it said about 3,800 and then around maybe like 1,500 crew. But I asked one of the guys who's working here and he said there's only around just over 2,000 guests. Hopefully nice and spacious for us.
We thought that we would have to use masks, but no. No masks.
I was kind of expecting them to have masks or to say we had to wear masks, but no. We really did come up here to just like rest our tummies after that buffet.
No, we are actually playing mini golf, aren't we?
We are actually playing mini golf today. I'm pretty excited. And it's for free.
Mini golf!
But first, we need a little extra energy. There's free coffee all over the ship. This coffee is really good from the filter machines, and you can get decaf as well. And if you're not necessarily an extreme coffee drinker like Ludvig, you can put hot chocolate in there.
Enjoy. Now for you?
No, thank you. Maybe another day. And the verdict?
Quiet. Cold.
Cold, yeah. But really good. Are you going really close up in my face right now? We stopped to get an ice cream because basically we've been wandering around trying to find the mini golf. Even though the ship isn't the biggest cruise ship, we still get completely lost.
And that way.
We're still lost.
Maybe this way? This is you. This is me.
Oh my gosh, we've just seen this sign.
We'll try one of those.
What are you going for?
The chocolate. Dark chocolatey. Yum.
Yeah? So, well, we just had a phenomenal time playing mini golf on the ship. However, a tad windy, I'd say. The ball didn't really go in the right direction.
No, the grass was flapping around.
The grass was flopping around in the wind. After that, we played a little bit of basketball and then went to attend the trivia show, which we then decided it was kind of lame. So we decided to not go to the trivia show. It actually doesn't sound like that much fun, so we're going to take our drinks, go up to the pool deck, and just watch over the ocean. Is that right? Go up to the deck. Yeah. This looks better than trivia. This was a little mini snippet preview of the ship that we're on, what kind of activities and ports we're going to stop at. We have got a bunch of really cool videos coming your way while we're on the cruise. We're on here for 2 weeks and we've got a handful of two weeks. We've got a handful of videos all ready to come your way. One of them is going to be a full Voyager of the Seas tour. Ludvig's very excited to give you a full ship tour, a very in-depth ship tour. We'll show you all of the restaurants, most of the bars, because I also don't know where all the bars are. It's so hard to find everything in this place. We'll show you the theatres, the ice skating rink. We'll go through what kind of shows are on board. We'll show you the decks, the pools, the whole lot. And we'll give you a full room tour of this room. We have an inside cabin with a pretend balcony. What would you call it? Virtual balcony. We got just the cheapest interior room, but upgraded to the virtual balcony because we thought it might be quite nice. So
along with that, we'll do a full video on Iceland and Greenland.
Yes, we will. Very, very excited. We've got a whole bunch of excursions booked for Iceland, and we don't have anything booked for Greenland. So we're just going to wander around and see what we get up to. Have no expectations set for that place. I don't know what to expect.
The captain did say we might see some northern lights as well.
There is a high possibility. Hopefully we'll be able to show you the northern lights. I hope we see the northern lights. That'd be friggin' amazing. Since we do have an entire 7 days at sea, we're going to show you an in-depth day in the life at sea on a transatlantic cruise. So you can see from when we wake up to when we go to bed what we get up to. It might give you a little insight into whether this kind of cruise is for you or not. Who's excited? If you're excited, give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment down below if you're going to follow along this little mini cruise series, because we'd love for you to follow along and join our journey, and hopefully we inspire some of you guys to come on a transatlantic cruise yourself. We're going to go to the main dining room now, and then tonight we actually have a circus show. Yay!
Yes.
So we'll show you some little snippets of that if we can. Alright, see you in the next video. Oh, I'm glad I got this today.
Silent party going on.